Hey everyone, Michelle Dorothea here. I think it's day 20 or day 21. It's been since last week since I did a journal entry. I can officially say that I have detached from the most the most that I ever have in my entire life from any kind of male energy, which is great, which is a huge shift, a very huge shift, like gigantic. So that's going well. I'm not feeling amazing, but I'm not feeling horrible or anything like that. I guess I'm just trying to learn how to maneuver, through all of this. I don't know. I just feel different. I can't really explain it. It's just, it's definitely a sign that I'm headed in the right direction and that things are getting better. I'm not at the point where, like I said, I feel amazing or anything. It's kind of, I don't know, anxious or anxiety sometimes, and boredom, and not too much loneliness or anything, just kind of, I guess I would just say anxiety. But, I definitely feel like everything's getting better and better, and so that's great. And I've caught up with all my editing, so I'm going to start focusing more on boudoir photography. I'm going to be shooting myself in the next week, which is going to be a great experience, so I'm excited. And yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Sending you guys love, light, and healing energy. What I want to talk about today is failure. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately because I think so often, we're trying to do something in our lives, and we always kind of have, a plan of how it's going to go, or, we envision the way that we see it happening. And 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen that way. And you have to remember, you attract what you are, not what you want. And everything that you attract is for your growth. So there really is some rewiring that needs to be done, because I know when I was raised, I was taught to believe that failure was a bad thing, and that, failure is painful and you want to avoid failure at all costs and all these things. And we need to shift our thinking so that we can embrace and appreciate failure, because failure means that you're one step closer to getting where you want to be. Failure means that, number one, it's come to you because it's going to foster your growth in some way. Number two, it's coming to you so that you can learn to adapt and embrace your current events, and that's so that you can learn how to shift the way that you're thinking and, find a new way to get to where you want to be. And it's also occurring so that you can remind yourself that you are stronger and more amazing than anything externally. than any problem that you may have, than any sort of obstacle that comes your way. You are always, always, always bigger than that. Never get lost. I don't want to say never because it happens all the time, but try not to forget that even though we are of this world, we're not of this world. You know what I mean? We're so much more than what we see in the physical, and it becomes so difficult when we get immersed in our problems, when we get immersed in drama, that it's very easy to forget who we really are and what we really possess and why we're really here and how amazing and how wonderful and monumental love is, and how we're all of that. So really try to spend some time on rewiring your brain so that you can embrace any obstacles that come your way. And you can do that by embracing every given moment and embracing the obstacles and not giving up and figuring out a different way and not looking at it as a failure or that you have to quit or that it wasn't meant to be or that you're not good enough or not worthy. None of those things are true. And I can assure you, the more that you can embrace obstacles that come to you, the easier and easier it gets to overcome them. See, the problem is that all your life you've ran from obstacles and you felt like a failure and you've given up, and that's so often why everyone half-asses everything. I mean, when I look back at my life, the things that I were passionate about, I always kind of half-assed them. I've always been fairly fortunate and gotten in the things that I wanted and the things that I half-assed, I would still get. But when you can learn to embrace the obstacles that come to you, you're teaching yourself that you can continue to embrace any obstacle that ever comes to you, that you will always find a way, that you will always be okay. And that's where we want to get. That's how we want to live our lives. We don't ever want to feel like something can be taken away from us or some obstacle can come in and destroy everything that we've ever lived for or worked for or any of these things. We want to be so in love with ourselves that we understand how much light that we have and how amazing that we are, that anything in this physical world that we have is never going to tear us down, is never going to shake us so much that we feel like we're nothing. Or if it is that we're going to feel like we're nothing, we're only going to feel like that for a little while. And then we're going to, ride that wave, and we're going to pick ourselves up, and we're going to get what we learned from it, and we're going to shift, and we're going to grow, and then we're going to be even more stronger. So that's it for today. I hope everyone's doing well. Have an amazing day. Have even a more amazing day tomorrow. Rest well so you can have that energy for tomorrow and you can feel rejuvenated. Do something for yourself this weekend, whether it's, reading a book or lighting some candles and meditating or getting a massage or just taking care of yourself. Do something for you this weekend to remind you how amazing you are and figure out, what you've been running away from. And do something to get the ball rolling so that you can start facing that. Because the more you face things, I promise you, the easier it will get. It's still going to be painful. You're still pushing past your fears and everything, but if we can rewire our brains to, look at it as an opportunity instead of always running, then that fear will lessen, because that fear is so big now because we've been running all of our lives. You know what I mean? So that's it. Love you guys. Take care and be well. Okay? Be good to yourself. Bye.